So a few weeks ago, I uploaded a reel that talked about why it's important to kiss a girl on the first date in order to establish that man to woman dynamic. And bro, I could not believe the comments. This is the worst advice. Maybe she doesn't want to kiss on the first date. My girlfriend would have slapped me if I tried to kiss her on the first date. It's not possible to kiss girls on the first date.
That would never work.
And for a second, I took a step back and checked myself and thought, was there something wrong about what I said here? But then I brought my mind back to reality. I've been on probably 100 first dates, and aside from the first few when I had no experience, didn't know what I was doing, I always went for the kiss. And guess what? It always worked. Sometimes it led to more things happening after that, sometimes not. There was literally only one girl who turned down that first kiss. And even that, it wasn't like weird or awkward. She just set a boundary and we moved on. And that's habit number one. Having a bitch mindset. For some reason, it's human nature that whenever we consider trying something new, we immediately think of a reason about why it's not gonna work for me. So like back when I first started working out at the gym, I started seeing all of these like really fit, attractive girls, and I started fantasizing like, wow, what if me and one of these girls walked out at the gym at the same time by coincidence, and then we happened to make eye contact, and then it led to this conversation, and then we went on a date. But wait, hold up. That's never gonna happen. That's never gonna work for me. And there's also guys here who are way more fit and have way more muscle mass than I do, so she would never choose me. This is stupid. Like whenever you see a girl you want to approach, what happens? Your brain thinks of a reason that, oh man, it looks like she's in a bad mood. She's not that type of girl. She looks closed off right now. Her friend's over there. That's not gonna work. Or even in your career, maybe you want to ask your boss for a raise or change jobs, but immediately you think, nah, that's not gonna work for me because of X, Y, Z. So next time this happens to you, what you must train yourself to do is to think, what is the reason that this would not work for me? Let me identify the actual concrete reason here. So maybe you don't think girls are going to be into you because you're out of shape and you're broke. Now you have to quickly verify, are those actual real reasons? Maybe they are. Maybe you're really overweight or you're really scrawny, and because of that, girls aren't finding you attractive. Well, guess what? That's not a reason just to give up and say it's not going to work for me. No, that means that your diet and your fitness routine need to become a priority now. You need to track your calories every day and make sure that you're losing weight or gaining weight if you're a skinny guy, right? Like the obstacle actually becomes the way forward. But a lot of times the reason's actually going to be bullshit. So maybe you want to ask your boss for a raise, but you think it's not going to work because like, I just don't think he likes me that much. Or I want to approach that girl, but she looks busy. Neither of those things are actual concrete reasons why this wouldn't work out. You're just trying to let yourself off the hook. So in these situations, you have to realize you're falling into the bitch mindset. These are not real reasons. Take the action. Approach the girl, go into your boss's office, have that conversation. Number two is woke thinking. Tell me if any of these internal thoughts sound familiar. I know I'm in my 20s and I'm still afraid to talk to girls, but like, it's okay. Dating's not that fun anyway. I'm not really missing out on anything. Like, yeah, I'm still living at my parents and it's not great, but like, I'm saving money. My mom does my laundry and cooks me dinner every night.
It's okay. Everything's okay.
I know my job's not great. I'm not making that much money, but like, it's okay. Like, I'm still enjoying the rest of my life, right? I get to go to the gym and I have friends I hang out with.
Everything's okay. It's okay.
Look, all of y'all know how ridiculous this new woke movement is, where things like, you know, fat acceptance are okay because no one's feelings should be hurt. Everyone should feel comfortable and okay with their life at all times, right? Like when you hear someone say fat bodies are beautiful too and you shouldn't worry about losing weight, you're fine how you are. You can recognize like the hypocrisy and lack of intelligence in that statement. So then why do we do the same things and let ourselves off the hook for parts of our life that are not ideal rather than taking full ownership? Guess what, bro? If you're in your 20s and you're still afraid to talk to girls, that's not okay. If you're still living at your parents' place, that's not okay. If you're still fat and overweight or you're skinny as a stick, that's not okay, bro. And that does not mean we need to hate ourselves if our life is not in an ideal position. But it does mean we need to be honest with ourselves and say, hey, this is not okay. I need to work on this. This needs to be a priority. So right now, think, what have you been deluding yourself into thinking is okay? Make the pact to yourself. Make the commitment. This is no longer okay. And starting now, starting today, I'm going to start working on fixing this shit situation. Wait, hold up quick. What's going on, bro? Yo, slow down. You're saying you got into a car accident and you don't have the money to pay for it? Well, don't even worry about it, bro, because today's video is sponsored by Dave. Dave is the banking app that could help you get up to $500 instantly with extra cash. And with Dave, there's no interest, late fees, or credit checks. And that means more money to fill up your gas tank, finally get your car repaired, or catch up on bills. Millions of people have already downloaded the Dave app to get the financial relief they need with extra cash. So if you're in a pinch and you need some extra help, download the Dave app and think of it as a helping hand from future you. You can download Dave today at dave.com/beast. That is is dave.com/beast. Sign up for an extra cash account and get up to $500 instantly. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve, member FDIC. All right, number 3 is permission seeking. So back when I was working my first job as a software engineer, and I decided, you know what, maybe I want to quit this. At first, I started talking to my friends and my family, trying to get their opinion. You know, what do you think if I quit this job? And basically all of them were like, don't be stupid. Don't quit a software engineering job to become a personal trainer. That makes no sense. And so I kept working that job. I was waiting for someone to give me permission. I was waiting for someone to say, you know what, David, that's a good idea. You should do it. And this is a mindset that's so easy to fall into, bro. Like, what do you guys think? Should I join this gym?
Do you think this is a good gym?
Do you guys think I should break up with my girl?
What do you guys think?
Should I ask out that girl? I'm not sure if she likes me or not.
What do you think I should do?
When we go around just like hoping that other people are going to give us permission, we remove all of our personal power and control over our own life. I learned this the hard way, but you need to get in the habit of giving yourself the fucking permission. You can give yourself permission. Yes. You know what? I'm going to join that gym. It's a good idea. You know what? That girl's cute. I'm going to go talk to her. I don't need my buddies' permission to do this shit. Because at the end of the day, that is the only way you actually develop true confidence in yourself. That's what confidence is. Confidence is having a belief in yourself that you can try something new and you can figure it out. You don't need someone else's permission to take action. You have that power. Number 4 is pussy energy. So you know when someone does something to you or says something to you that you don't like, and then your voice starts getting kind of like up in your throat, you're talking like this, you feel like you're getting kind of like heated, and then what happens? You get emotional, you get defensive, you get reactive. That's all weak energy that leads you to losing control of the situation. So for example, when a guy talks trash to you or a girl gives you a shit test, like there was a guy in my dating coaching program who was telling me last week, well, I went to the bathroom at the bar, then I brought this girl back to my place and I had to go to the bathroom again. But then when I went to the bathroom, she was like, wait, didn't you just go to the bathroom? And he was thinking like, should I not have gone to the bathroom again? Like, was that weird? And he got like a little defensive and had to explain himself. Or maybe someone tells you something you disagree with, like LeBron is better than Michael Jordan. Then all of a sudden you just want to prove him wrong right there. Or someone tells you, guess what? I think the modern feminist movement is great. It's doing great things for society. And you don't agree with that. So you feel like you have to prove them wrong. This is when you cannot allow yourself to get into this pussy energy. Instead, what you do is you take a deep breath and you don't have to respond right away. Because first of all, this makes you look badass. When you say something to someone and expect a reaction and they don't react, immediately they're setting the tone. And then if it's a shit test from a girl, you have to treat this the same way it was your buddy giving you shit. So if I got back from the bar and my buddy was like, David, you going to the bathroom again, bro? Like, what's going on? I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to the bathroom again now, and I might go again in 5 minutes and 10 minutes, if that's fine with you. You make it a joke and put it back on them, right? But if it's someone arguing with you or saying something you disagree with, what you need to do is just put it back on them. You don't need to defend your viewpoint. They need to defend theirs. Oh, really? You think LeBron's better than MJ? Interesting. How come you think that? Oh, really? You think the modern feminists are great for society? That's interesting. I don't quite understand that. Like, how come you think that? Like, I never need to put that pressure on myself to defend myself. I'm just gonna calmly allow the other person to defend themselves. Number 5, weak ass friends. So back when I was starting my YouTube, this is around the time I quit that software engineering job. I was doing personal training, then also wanted to start a YouTube channel. I was living with 2 roommates, and these are 2 of my oldest friends. I love these guys to death. But when I decided I want to go on a self-improvement journey, they did not make that same decision, and there's no pressure on them. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But I'd come home from like getting a dope workout in, have all this energy. I wanted to change my life, and their energy would just kind of be like this, or at least that's how it felt. You know, they wanted to smoke and play some NBA 2K, which I loved doing, but it was almost like it was fighting against the direction that I was trying to take my life. And when I finally moved out from living with those guys, it was like a little bit freeing, because while I did miss them, I didn't feel like I had this resistance fighting against my goals anymore. Now, the opposite of that would be when we moved from Boston to Texas, and then all of a sudden I was surrounded by guys like Max Tuning or Christian Guzman, who were absolutely demolishing their businesses and making a lot of money at a level that was above mine. What impact did that have on me? Well, subconsciously, I was like, I'm gonna get to that level. It's possible. I can see it's possible. These guys are doing it right next to me. I'm gonna get to that level. And not only the amount of work I'm putting in increased, but also just my sights got set a bit higher. And because of that, everything, my productivity, my progress, everything started moving faster. And this is something that's actually proven in studies. For example, this one study looked at these grocery store workers, and what they did is they introduced a high productivity personnel onto one shift. And then what happened was the productivity of all the other workers also increased. They saw this guy putting in work, it raised the bar for them, and they also stepped up their game. So right now, I want you to think about the people you spend the most time around and identify which ones are maybe a bit ahead of you and motivating you subconsciously to grow stronger, and which ones are perhaps behind you and maybe they're holding you back, or maybe they're making you feel really good about yourself because like, man, I'm going to the gym. These guys got nothing going on in their life. They're not going to the gym. I'm going to the gym. I'm crushing it, even though the rest of your life is in shambles. And then you got to make effort to spend less time around those people and more time around the highly productive people. And if you're not around those people, well, maybe like me moving from Boston to Texas, perhaps you need to relocate to a community of people that is going to elevate you. If you enjoyed this video, I recommend you watch this one next. It's about 5 things that will make any man dangerous. And if you're new to the channel, click down there to subscribe because I release 2 new videos every single week and you don't want to miss them. I'll talk to you in the next video. Stay beastly.